Okay, now the story of Crysis 2 starts off with this guy named Alcatraz. Kind of weird name, but whatever. And a whole bunch of other marine dudes going in. Of course, we always have to have a bunch of rough and gruff marine dudes go in and fuck shit up. But in this, actually, in the beginning, they get fucked up. And guess what? They were actually going to extract this guy named Nathan Goyle from this city that's overrun by aliens. They go in, they get screwed up, and the main character gets pretty much shot like 15 times, gets saved by this guy named Prophet, who is a guy that wears a big Nano Suit, like the case of the game, and pretty much says, you know what, I saved you, I can't go on, you have to finish what I'm doing. And what you're doing, you don't really know. You have to go and figure out, go talk to this guy named Nathan Gould, you have to go and talk to him, find out what you have to do, and you also meet a whole bunch of other characters that tell you what you have to do, and that's really the story. You have to go find out what you have to do with this Nano Suit, what's so important about it, how to defeat these aliens, learn more about them and stuff, and yeah, there you go, there's the story. Not an amazing story at all, there's much more to it than that, but I didn't think it was amazing at all, but it's pretty good. It's not a great story, but it's a okay story. It has a couple of twists and turns here and there that's kind of cool, but, it's alright. Let's go on to the sound. Okay, now the sound in Crysis 2 is absolutely phenomenal. I'm just going to say right off the bat, it really is. Now, let me tell you what's not phenomenal, I don't think so at least, is the voice acting. The voice acting is good, don't get me wrong, it's actually pretty good, but I don't think it's even close to as good as the rest of the sound is. And then let me talk about the sound. I got the voice acting out of the way. There isn't that much voice acting anyway, but I got it out of the way. Let's talk about the sound design. The sound design is just amazing. It really challenges Battlefield Bad Company 2 as some of the best sound I've ever heard, really. Just explosions in the background, the ways the guns sound, everything in the environment just sounds amazing. I can't even think of one bad thing I could think about the sound. I mean, sure, the voice acting's not great, it's good, but it's not bad either, so I can't think of anything that's bad about it. So, I love the sound. It really is some of the best I've heard. So, let's go into the graphics of Crysis 2. Okay, now the graphics in Crysis 2 is something I don't even want to talk about in Crysis 2. You know why? Because they're amazing. I'm just going to say right there. The graphics in Crysis 2 are amazing. They are. They're some of the best. I'm just going to say it right here. They are the best for consoles ever, of all time. Killzone 3 took that before for me, but now Killzone 3 can go away. Crysis 2 is here to stay. Environments look great. The character models are fantastic. The explosions, the guns, everything. All the particles, the water effects are some of the best ever. Everything in this game looks amazing. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go on to gameplay. Now, the gameplay in Crysis 2 is something that is very surprising to me because I was not expecting this. The gameplay is very unique and a lot of fun. Now, I was expecting it to be fun, not a lot of fun. I was expecting it to be fun, but I was not expecting it to be unique. And it really was unique in a way because they add a couple of abilities in the single player and the multiplayer, but I'll talk about that later, that just make the single player so much fun and so strategic in a way because the abilities you get is camouflage and armor. Camouflage, obviously, you can go and stealth it up pretty much and go and do a Sam Fisher and kill people without them even noticing, and that's a lot of fun just to take all these different turns and different pathways throughout the city to go and defeat these enemies, and that's a lot of fun. It really is. The stealth is fantastic in this game. Some of the best for a first-person shooter ever. Of course, you have other abilities like you jump really high and run really fast and stuff. But of course, the other main ability that you get is the armor, and the armor obviously is what it is. It's armor, and if you want to go and Rambo it up, put on your armor and go and destroy shit and get your big American flag out and go hoorah, America, fuck yeah, and just destroy shit. And that's hey. America's great and armor's awesome. So, hey, those both start with A. So, there you go. Armor is America. There you go. So, put your armor on in this game and go destroy shit for America. Anyway, yeah, the armor and the camouflage really make the single player a lot of fun. Of course, it's a first-person shooter, if you couldn't tell before. So it's you get a whole bunch of different guns, some alien technology, which is really cool. You get to drive sometimes very short times, and that's kind of cool when it happens. And there's some fantastic set pieces, and overall the single player is just amazing. It really is a lot of fun. Now the multiplayer, on the other hand, is actually again, really freaking fun. And I don't know why I said on the other hand, like it was supposed to be bad or something. Anyways, the multiplayer is a hell of a good time. Sure, it's pretty standard stuff. I mean, you rank up your armor, you rank up your different guns, you get a whole bunch of different guns to rank up, and you just keep going on. You get different ranks. You go to level 8, level 9, stuff. We've seen this stuff before, but it's a hell of a good time because of all the abilities you bring from the single player to the multiplayer, like the invisibility, the running fast, all that stuff, and of course the solid shooting. I mean, really, the guns are a hell of a good time to use. Very, very fun. Just overall, the multiplayer is something that I'm going to keep coming back to. And in conclusion, the game is just amazing. It really is. It's phenomenal. Would I say this is my favorite game of the year? I'm not really sure. I have to judge a little bit more, but so far, it might be my favorite game of the year. So, anyway, check this game out. If you're thinking of Crysis 2 being, just a generic shooter, I was thinking that too. Don't be like I was. Watch some gameplay, because I didn't before. Watch the gameplay that you're watching right now, and you'll see that it definitely isn't. So there you go. There's my review. Check the description for the score. Thank you, and goodbye.